the contract involving the multinational company G4S, well, the Department of Correctional Services, the spokesperson Singabakho Nxumalo, joining us now for quick clarity on this matter. Mr. Nxumalo, thank you very much for your time. Let's start with that clarity around the reasoning for serving G4S with a termination notice.
Very good morning, and thank you for having us. Some may recall that on the 28th of April 2023, the department did indicate that it had referred to the contract that we have with Bloemfontein Correctional Services for a legal opinion. This was when we were still seized with the Bester escape matter, but we did indicate that there were also other matters that to the department were not comfortable with, and we felt that they needed a very sharp legal eye so that it could assist us in terms of how to proceed with this particular contract. We have thus received that legal opinion. Hence today we then served Bloemfontein Correctional Services with a notice for termination.
What does the legal opinion say about the possible penalties that your department could potentially face?
The opinion does give quite a lot of detail, and it then guides us in terms of how to go about it, but we are unable to divulge that publicly. As you will know, that contracts are more often a subject of litigation, so it's important that we treat it quite carefully, but we've made it clear, we've set them with a termination notice, and we've given them 90 days, which is also permitted in that contract to say they ought to be given those days so that they can wrap up whatever they are doing. It also allows us to prepare ourselves and then take over effectively once that 90 days is over.
I suppose the basis of my question, fine, you may not be able to give us the finer detail as to what monies could be owed to this company if the contract is breached, and I use that word quite carefully. I'm asking this question, Mr. Nxumalo, because it was given as a reason that the department may suffer legal, or rather may suffer financially if it were to terminate this contract. So all I'm trying to understand is whether or not the department may suffer more financially after this contract is terminated, because G4S could well come back and say, well, this is a breach of contract.
I think we have also suffered as a department, but we wouldn't have taken this option if we had doubts in the move that we've initiated. If we are taken to court, it's a matter that we are prepared to fight it there. But it was a necessary decision, having considered everything. One of the reasons that we do provide in our statement is that Bloemfontein Correctional Services is neither competent nor suitable to continue with this concession contract. Hence, we are therefore terminating it. And then other processes may ensue, perhaps, should they feel that, they have a strong legal ground. We also do believe that, our reasons are fair enough, to terminate, because what has happened in that facility is something that is not ideal.
Is this contract with the G4S just confined to Mangaung prison? Are there other prisons where they are also managing those?
This particular contract is signed specifically by the state, so we represent the state here as Correctional Services with Bloemfontein Correctional Services for the Mangaung Correctional Centre. The other private facility has its own contract as well. I'm talking about Kutama Sintumul. So this specific contract that we are terminating only relates to the one that is in charge of the Mangaung Correctional Centre.
So they are also managing the Kutama Correctional Centre. I think that's the one that you mentioned now.
No.
Okay.
No. They are not. They are not here.
All right.
It's different. Right.
All right. And let me understand this. The performance of this company, is that part of the reason why the department has decided to serve this notice that the company has not performed, and furthermore, they're being accused of a cover-up in relation to the Thabo Bester matter?
There is quite a number of reasons that we do provide in our reasons, or the base document that we've provided in that particular notice, which unfortunately we cannot make it public. But it does talk or relate to what is expected of you as a service provider, and have you delivered on those, and the type of breaches that have been brought to your attention. How far did you go to address them? Are there any other areas that your performance is falling short? So it does detail all these, because the contract even specifies the avenues that must be taken in case there are these security breaches or even other deviances that you do find in the life of that particular contract. Now, this was a 25-year contract, but we are saying even if it's 2.5 years left, we cannot wait for that 2.5 years.
All right. Singabakho Nxumalo telling us that within 90 days, G4S must vacate the Mangaung Correctional Centre.